You're looking for what?
Can you demonstrate it, what it is?
Yeah. Something within it that you want to. This is our dashboard.
We are at the University of Miami, professors and also consultants, and we have, the university has multiple call centers. For example, a call center for alumni, where they're trying to draw with them out of them more money. About 100,000 alumni worldwide.
Okay.
And they will have special campaigns. Like, for example, Elon Musk donated $500 million to the Center to Cure Paralysis to do this implant of a chip in those, and he wanted the university to match some funds. So they will do a fundraiser from the call center.
And they make outbound calls, like campaigns.
Outbound calls. So first of all, we wanted to have a chatbot can make outbound calls. And most of the people are not there, so they leave a message.
Yep.
And the problem is that, and the faculty like me volunteer to work as part of our community service. So we sit there and we run a caller that calls them, and 99% of them are not there leaving a message. And then in lunchtime or some other time that they like, they all bombard you with callbacks, like 10 or 15 are coming at the same time.
So you get callbacks.
Callbacks at the same time.
Yeah.
And some loser that wants to give $5 and holds you on the phone for an hour prevents $100 million donor from talking to you, and he's not going to wait forever. So we wanted to have a chatbot on both sides, one that will have to make the outbound calls, and one that will screen and will talk to the donors, figure out, let's say that you are a loser for $5 donation, and this one is $100 million, order them in terms of how much money they want to donate. And if I'm with you, the loser, I don't mean it, please don't take it personally. I will tell you, look, I have another call on the other line. Please hold on a second, and I'll get back to you in a minute. In the meantime, I take the $100 million, and then I come back to you to deal with your $5.
So when you're doing your outbound campaigns right now, are you dialing every single
No,
person?
we are using what is called the caller AI.
Okay.
Like,
so it is
800. Have you ever called 800 Chat GPT?
Yes.
And what happened?
I talked to something like a bot, right?
You call to Chat. You talk to Chat GPT.
Yep.
And some of them you can tell them, here is a mailing list. Well, the way it works, when I come to the call center, there are about 50 or 60 workstations with a PC and a headset, and each one gets, let's say, 1,000 emails, and we start working the emails one by one. And
you're doing it through email. Okay.
When I worked there, it was before you were born, really. After, I'm now more than 45 years there, so the junior faculties have to do it. After you get tenure, you forget about it, but I'm still working with them because I teach a class about caller AI, which means that like 800 Chat GPT, but we are using local toll-free number, a local number.
That's for someone calling you. When you do a callback, right?
Yes.
But when you do an outbound call, you're using a campaign manager?
Right now we're using various vendors such as Vapi is a voice API.ai, Bland.ai, Air.ai, and they specialize in programmable webhook type of phone numbers that can call directly the AI. And also the AI is trained to make outbound calls and inbound calls and not only talk to a prospective customer, but also transcribe the call and record it, and we can then take it and pop it into our report and so on. So I was wondering if you have anything like it.
We do a lot of that. So
and if you don't, can we still use your whatever to deal with a dashboard?
So we have, well, that's just a dashboard.
And most importantly, we use vanity numbers.
Use what?
Vanity phone numbers. Like this one. Can you read it?
Wiz More Biz?
That's right. Do you understand what it is?
Nope. I don't know.
You know
which
what the
is.
vanity number is?
A vanity number, yeah. That's a vanity number?
Yes.
Like 1-800-WIZ-MORE-BIZ?
Except that we use local area code.
Oh,
So
like,
9, W is 9, and I is 4. What is Z?
9?
That's right. So
Yeah.
what's the area code 949? You understand?
Yeah, I don't know where 949 is.
It's a California number.
California.
And most importantly, it is a theme of the business. In that case, the wizard, an AI wizard, you know, when you click on a wizard and you say next, it's called the wizard.
WIZ-MORE-BIZ. Okay.
There's a wizard that is, and we train it on a special theme. In this case, we train it on helping businesses, client acquisition, get more business.
Okay. Client acquisition. That's a very like creative way to do that.
And most importantly, we reverse engineer Google and all the other search engines to make us appear at the top of this. I hate to tell it to you because immediately it will go to somebody and I'll be in all kinds of problems. But that's what we are doing to elevate it to the top of the search engine results page. So the students...
Your search engine optimization.
That's right. And when we stream...
Am I too late? I don't know. They were at the front.
And we stream our classes on YouTube live, so students that don't feel like logging into the LMS, this is learning management system, and then a few more log in, they can just tap on live now, boom, and they're in the class, and then add comments online, and then walk away whenever they want. So it's all part of a complete systems with a vanity number and so on. And I was wondering how can your stuff fit in?
So we have this contact center platform which builds the contact center solutions, including campaign management, so you can set up outbound calls to make phone calls out to customers or anyone. It includes voicemail detection. It'll leave voicemails, right? That's in this.
Let me make one other comment. We're working with companies like Twilio.
Yes.
Do you have any competitive service to Twilio?
What are you doing with Twilio? Because we use Twilio as a carrier.
Oh, you use them too?
Yeah.
Because the reason that we use them is because they have a huge selection of vanity phone numbers that are programmable and have webhooks, because the students are also making a website. They get the free domain name from a hosting company and hosting their website for a year until the one semester after the semester is over to sell it, quote unquote, to businesses.
We work with Twilio. We also work with Vonage, and in theory, you can bring your own. So if you have your own carrier that you're working with,
but you won't take a number. If they port a number from Google Voice to Twilio, and they want to port it back to Google, Google rejects it.
We're not using Google Voice for that purpose.
Oh, you're not using Google.
Your phone numbers will still come through Twilio, right? Like,
no, some of the students, whatever if they have AT&T or whatever, some of them have a Google number, and they port it into Twilio.
And they can't get it back.
No, they own it, but they want to bring it back to Google Voice, and Google Voice rejects it.
No, I don't work on that part, so that's not.
So
this is separate from Google Voice.
Okay.
This is for your contact center, and we do phone, we do chat, we do WhatsApp, and we plan to have video in the future. It integrates with all of our AI capabilities. So we have Dialogue Flow, which is our virtual agent. So that's for the ability to have a conversation with an agent like ChatGPT. We have Agent Assist, which is capabilities.
Let me interrupt you for just one more minute. The example of 800 ChatGPT is not good because it is a toll-free number that costs money.
Okay, sorry.
So I want to tell you about 640 called SAM. 640 is a local area code, which means that you don't have to pay long distance.
Toll.
Yes, because the students this way don't have to spend any money on the project, and it's also you can make the prefix into a word. Unlike 800, it's hard to make a word
It's
out
only
of it.
800.
Right.
Zeros don't have the letters. So.
Exactly, you got it. You have extra intelligence. That was an intelligence test. And only 1% of the people can figure it out on
And
the
zeros
fly.
don't have
No,
letters?
even this that this is 949, they cannot figure out. I'm telling them a
I
hint.
mean, I remember from growing up, I used to
No,
study
it's
the phone.
it's also brain.
Okay.
Before you recalled it, you knew what you wanted to remember. But most people don't even have a clue what am I talking about. And my accent doesn't help. Anyways, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to give you an example. 640 called Sam. Have you heard about that?
No.
It is a video chatbot, because you mentioned also want to add video to it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So if you called it now, you'll, and a chatbot will answer like ChatGPT. The only difference that they add the element of video to a video conference.
Oh.
And
Okay.
ChatGPT, the 800 number is
Audio.
voice only, audio only.
So the dialogue flow, which the boot's over there, but you would configure that yourself to be set up for the specific, like whatever you're doing. So if you're
A
trying
business,
to configure for
the
Wiz,
key is the business theme.
yeah,
We're
so
in
you
the
would
business
configure
school.
it to be around that.
So the most common question that businessmen have to us is, give me some damn business and get my cash flow going.
Where's my money?
Yeah, right. Customer acquisition is such a challenge, especially in this business with the phone number, that they have the phone number and they port it in and out and they are gone in a second, and you sit there, you invested so much energy and money in it, and the customers are forgetting about it.
So like with your example of the donations earlier, you could set it up to pre-ask questions about your donation amount. You'd even have it set up to collect credit card numbers in theory. It would do it securely, and you could, like for your $5 donor,
Yeah,
you
that
could
would
just
be
say,
like a
okay, put in
credit
your
card.
information. And
But with $100 million,
you want to transfer it to a real person potentially.
not
So-
only that, you invite them, you make a
Yes.
special.
So you could have it set up and then route, and then it'll route to your whoever is behind the phone.
Yeah.
And then that's when this comes in play. This is the context.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the Google Notebook LM?
Yeah, I've used it. I'm
Have
not
you used the join function?
to join two things. I
No.
have not used the join.
No. That is what you mentioned, and you should check it, especially since you're
Okay.
here.
I'll-
You know that it can make a podcast, right? You understand
Yes,
that?
I know that.
And the problem is, after you do 2 or 3 of them, they all talk the same, and they hallucinate and so on. So the new feature is the join button. What the join button does is what we are doing with the chatbot. That, let's say I listen to the podcast of the two people talking to each other, and as soon as they start hallucinating, I click on the join button and I join in the discussion and I correct them in real time. And then they say, oh yeah, right, sorry, my bad, or something like that, and repeat what I said. And what we are doing is we are taking it immediately into the database, and the next caller that calls with the same question, the AI already knows it and applies it in near real time.
So our
Bringing in an expert, like you said.
Yeah, yes, brings in an expert. I mean, our dialogue flow right now is built on the same models that Notebook LLM is, Gemini. We don't yet have the real time, like the live side
And
of
this
it,
is very
but-
important. When you have a donor that says, hey, I have $100 million to donate, you want to pay attention to him and grab him before he changes his mind. You
Correct.
know?
And I mean, you can still train it so that it hears that and it does something immediately with it.
So that's exactly our key challenge, to do that. If it is like a major event like that, like Elon Musk, he comes, he can throw in $500 million.
You want immediately to
And
know
you
that.
to tell him, hey, you are great. Here is, we raised $200 million just to accommodate your contribution, and then let's go and do it.
So yeah, but this
And-
brings all that in.
And this is Sarah. She's also
Hi, Sarah.
the University
Nice
of
to meet you.
Miami. And we're teaching a class about it, and this is what I told you. This is a project that the students are making.
Right? It's a very unique project. I don't think I got to do that in my school.
No, but maybe we can combine some of the things that you have in this scheme, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I can grab your information and then.
Yeah, can you scan me?
Yeah.
Or her? Better.
I'll get both of you.
Yeah. And she speaks without an accent, so you had no trouble dealing with her. But right now her voice is shot because she teaches 4 hours in a row, non-stop.
The room is ready.
Okay.
All right.
So she's telling me that we have to go back to the hotel. She has to teach in an hour, and I have to help her set the computers because our room was not clean, and so they told us you have to wait for 2 hours for the cleaning crew. So I'll come back to you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'll come back to you after I finish setting you up with a computer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good meeting you.
Good meeting you. Let me get your name. Vincent Van Gogh. Wow. DiBiase. Okay, this is Italian or what?
It is Italian.
All right. Nice meeting you, Vincent.
What did you learn?
That they have a dashboard, but they don't do any of the things.
Coffee.
Thank you. You want to go out? Let's go. At least now I know how to navigate here a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's over there. She called you or texted you or? Yeah, okay. Oh man. Yeah.
That's such a beautiful day today, huh?
Yeah, really.
I think it was a good idea to come here, no?
Yes, absolutely brilliant. Not just good. Absolutely brilliant.
You can stay as long as you want. You
Yes.
can talk to people. You can go to the party.
Yes. I just want to power my PC, my phone, because it was running. That's what you have to do, by the way.
You have to take it out.
So once you take it out, you stop the recording.